Hey, so it's been a minute. This is like part 2 to the testimony where I was talking about my grandmother and my father and watching them lose their lives to addiction. And it's basically a testimony about the strength that God gives you that you don't even know you have. I wasn't even asking God for strength at that time when I was going through that. And, you know, as I mentioned in the last video, and I think it was going to be kind of hard. It was probably kind of hard for you guys to hear it because my air conditioner was on in my house. Sorry. I may consider recording it, but, you know, I like for things to come in the raw and when they're on my heart and when I'm feeling them so that I can give it to you how it needs to be given to you. You know, when God tells me to move, that's when you're going to get the realest and the most details, and you're going to get the purpose of the message. So, and you know, I know this will probably, you know, I know that this will help somebody who watches this and, you know, who maybe lost parents or loved ones, brothers, sisters, someone, you know, to drugs. So, in all conclusion, you know, I said a lot, and I don't really remember a lot of what I said. I'll probably have to go back and watch that video again, but those two people meant the world to me. And as I've gotten older, I mean, it's been a long time. It feels like it's, you know, it doesn't feel like it's been a long time, but it has been. I'll say it's, you know, my grandmother died in 2002 and my father died 2 years later in 2004. We're in 2016. I've had a lot happen. I've grown a lot since then. I've had a child since then, and it hurts that they couldn't be here, you know, to be in her life, you know. But those things happen for a reason to strengthen me. They are a part of my story. They are a part of my testimony. And just know that greater is He that is in this, that's in the world. Greater is He that's in me, that's in this world. I draw my strength from God. And just know that when you go through trials like that, such as what I went through, because I didn't even really feel like, I didn't realize for a long time that that was something very severe, very serious that I went through. I used to be like, you know, I used to always compare it to people's situation. Well, I've never been through being raped. I've never been through being molested. I always felt like, you know, that was so much more worse. And it, you know, and some people feel like it is, and it's not really necessarily that it was so much more worse. It was just like, you know, people who have been raped or molested or lost a child, you know, or something like that. It's just like everybody's walk is different in life. Everybody's trials are different. But that doesn't really honestly make one more bad than the other. It's how, you know, what's important is how you get through it and that you don't lose your faith. And for me, I didn't necessarily have the faith that I have right now. I haven't always been spiritual. My faith has been developed over the years. My faith has been built over the years. I have gotten to know the Lord and fallen in love with the Lord over the years. And more so, even more recently, I have fallen more in love with the Lord and my faith has gotten bigger. You know, I've been on this journey and on this walk for so long, it feels like. You know, back then, like I said, I wasn't even reading the Word. I didn't read my Bible. You know, like I mentioned in my previous video, I was a weed head. So when they died, I just smoked heavily, stayed high. And for years after that, I stayed high. That's all I did, smoke weed. So, you know, I'm not a perfect person. I've still slipped up and smoked a little weed, you know, over the last maybe 2-3 years. But, you know, as I progress and as I grow in my spiritual walk, just, I see God working in my life and I see where He's leading me, and I learn things about myself. And I may not be where I want to be, but I know that there's a calling on my life. I know that what I do as a hairstylist is a gift, and it is part of my ministry as well. So these stories and my testimonies that I've shared in the past, you guys have saw my testimony from like, gosh, that was like maybe like 5 years ago, maybe almost 6 years ago, when I shared the testimony about me being diagnosed with multiple sclerosis and being healed from that. And so I've been, you know, back and forth, bouncing back and forth with my walk ever since then. And it has gotten stronger. And it's continuing to be built. My testimony, my strength, my faith is continuing to be built, and it continues to grow, and it continues to get stronger. And, you know, just back to, you know, watching your loved ones, especially someone like a parent, my father and my grandmother, you know, lose their life to addiction. That's tremendous. That's just like, wow. But I got through it, and God will get you through it. That's how I got through it, and didn't even realize he was getting me through it. And I just had to share that with you guys. Just let you know that I've been through that, and that happened to me. And I'm here, and I'm still standing. And I've had some other things happen to me more recently, and I'm still standing. I still got my health. I have a beautiful daughter now. And it didn't break me. Nothing. You should let nothing break you. You know, again, draw your strength from God. And it's not always easy, you know, it sounds cliche, it's all that or whatever, but when it comes down to it, that's who does it. That's where it comes from. That's how you get through whatever you're going through. That's how you get through it. And sometimes we be running from God, and sometimes what he wants us to do is just submit. Fall on our knees, ask him to help you, because you can't do it alone. You can't do it on your own. Drop to your knees, submit your life. Don't be halfway in, halfway out, because a lot of the times over these years, that's what I have been. I've been halfway in, 1 foot in the grave, 1 foot in heaven. No, you gotta be all or nothing. So, you know, I'm saying that for a reason too. So, I'm all in this time, and it's not an easy walk. It's not easy. It seems like, of course, the more you are in your word, and the more spiritual you become, and the closer you go to God, there's going to be more attacks from the enemy. And those of you who are really spiritual, you know what I'm talking about. But it's just to build your testimony. It's just to build your faith. All of that, and I said all that because I went through that, and that was just to build my testimony. That was to make me stronger. That was to build my faith. So, you know, like I said in my first video, my processor on my phone is pretty much done. So I gotta record this video and then upload it, and I just have to let it be for now. So this was the conclusion of my testimony. I don't remember if I left some things out. Some things I'm gonna leave out for personal reasons. But I went through it. I got through it. It still hurts. I still miss both of them tremendously. But I'm stronger than ever because of God. He got me through it. I just can't say that enough. God is the one who built my strength, because that's where your strength is going to come from. You can't do it on your own. You know, over these years, I thought that you think, you know, I've healed on my own. Not really. God has helped me heal. You know, so trust God. Have faith. Believe in yourself. No matter what, no matter how hard it gets, God is always there to help you and guide you. He is. He just is. I'm sitting in my car. I just got out of the gym, and I've been in the sauna for a minute, so I'm kind of sleepy. So I'm just, you know, my mind is slow. is running slow. So I'm just, I'm sorry if I'm saying probably a lot of ums, but I'm just trying to make sure that I don't leave nothing out, and just hoping that, me saying what I've said thus far has helped somebody. And thank you for listening. You can leave some comments. Like I said, this is from my phone, so hopefully I can upload it. And I don't even know how to work YouTube. I've kind of like forgotten how to work it, so I'll upload these videos and try to figure my way around until I can get better equipment. And like I said, I have another testimony that I'll be uploading after this one, and it's about the most recent trial that I've gone through. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, I think that's all I want to say. Be blessed.